Every day I see people sell themselves short. You sell yourself short with your own belief systems, your own mindset, your own physical fitness, your habits, your just overall belief in yourself. Why are we always so quick to put ourselves down? It's because the external environment, the conditioning that we've had, has been training us to do that since we were little kids. We get heard the word no like 10,000 times more than we ever get heard the word yes, because our parents are trying to guide us from getting hurt as little kids. But you need to let the little kid fall in order to learn those lessons. You need to guide them in order to best allow them to make their own educated choices and to grow and to create the person that they ultimately are going to be. I'm so proud to say that my wife and I, we tell our young son, 2.5 years old, no so little that he just finally started saying no in the last couple of weeks. What we do is we just guide him. We give him a warning, we make a noise, we try to explain to him, hey, that's hot, hey, that's going to hurt. And then obviously within reason, we let him make his own decision. If he wants to not listen to us, I'm not gonna let him fucking fall in a fire pit. But what I'm saying is that we've been conditioned to always be told, no. You can't do this, you can't do that. And that eventually it programs into the subconscious mind so that it eventually comes out when you're an adult and you're always second guessing yourself and doubting yourself. Why? Why are we so ashamed of the things that we accomplish here in this life? You should be proud of the person that you're becoming. You should be proud of your integrity. You should be proud of the things that you're doing, your work, your money, your lifestyle, your family, everything in this life. You should be totally proud of it, unless, of course, you're not proud of it. That's when we start to enter into the need for change. I spent many years of my life doing things I wasn't proud of. I am not proud of any of the people that I've hurt, any of the people that I lied to or stole from or cheated on. I'm not proud of it, but it is my darkness. It is what has made me me. I am not the darkness that I have. I am just me. I am the light also in conjunction with that darkness. I am not the things that I've done in my past. I am the sum total of the things that I choose to do now moving forward. Now, if I continue to do those same things, then yeah, that's going to make me whatever type of person that is. But I'm always seeking progression because progression is true happiness. Everything in life must be growing, must be progressing. Tony Robbins, Ed Mylett, everybody talks about this stuff where you need to be progressing in order to be in alignment with your conscious congruence with your spirit, your soul, the true self. You have the true self, which is the maximum version of you, and then your actual self, which is where you're currently at. And the further that you fall from the true self, the more angst and anxiety and depression and anger and frustration it is that you feel inside. Stop it. Just stop it. I get so many messages from people just crying all the time about their life circumstances. Nobody cares. You did it to yourself. You and your life are currently in the position. Everything around you is the sum total of the choices you've made up until that moment. It doesn't mean that that's who you are, because you can instantly choose to make it somebody else. You can instantly choose to be somebody different by thinking and behaving in a different way. Our thoughts directly influence our actions. So every time that you're thinking about porn or other chicks, every time that you lie to somebody, every time that your thoughts veer off into some selfish, bullshit, maniacal thing that you are egotistically putting yourself forward of everybody else, that is why you're out of alignment with yourself, with your true self. How do we get realignment with ourselves? How do we find our purpose in life? It starts with the things that are the hardest. They're not difficult, they're very simple, but they're the hardest. And there's a reason why. Because nothing in life is ever worth having that is easy and simple. There's cause and effect. You have to put in the energy, the work. You have to expend that energy into the thing you're trying to create and mold, and then you get the equal and opposite output right back at you. That's why tithing is so important. If you're broke and you say, I'll give whenever I have money, no, you won't. You will never give. And I can tell you from personal experience, when I was super broke, super in debt, zero money coming in, the moment I started to give was when I started to get back and receive. Giving is selfish because you know that you're going to get something back out of it, not just the feeling of and the gratification of servitude and service, which is the highest vibrational frequency that one can be operating at, but you begin to receive things back. It's a universal law of cause and effect. My entire life has been this just different variances of universal laws that I've applied through different stages of my life. And I've been so fortunate, and I'm so grateful now to be enlightened over what those universal laws are, because I can now apply them all simultaneously. at the same juncture, the same point in time. I didn't go from living out of a truck and broke and homeless and wanting to blow my freaking brains out every single night for months on end, finger on the trigger, passing out wasted, drunk prescription meds, pills, bottles, all sorts of bullshit, to being in a 5-star Bogota, Colombia hotel, running around the rainforest and the Amazon, doing a bunch of freaking crazy shit from the fucking special forces. To like that's just happened. It happens when you apply certain fundamentals and principles. And the thing is that anybody could do it. You can do it. Everybody's capable. We all have the same power. We all have the same energy. You just have to tap into it. You have to tap inside of your heart and your chest, and you have to open it all up. And that's why I started getting on social media, is because I see these things happening all over the world. I see how it's all falling apart, and it's because we're out of alignment with ourselves. We're allowing ourselves to become mentally and physically and emotionally weak people, weak beings. And that is what causes societies to fall apart. You have the strength within you. You just need to know how to tap into it. You need to be held accountable. Accountability is so important. I use coaches and guidance people for everything. Accountability is everything. Once you have the blueprint, once you have the plan, you have the accountability to hold you true to your course. And that doesn't mean I'm going to be your friend. It doesn't mean that that person needs to be your friend. It means that they hold you accountable for your life, your vision, your path, your desires, your dreams, your outcomes. That's what's most important. We are societal creatures. As human beings, we are designed to be with other humans. There's all sorts of neurochemical and biological things that take place in the body when we are isolated from each other and when we are with each other. All negative when we're isolated, all positive when we're together with one another. And that is truth. That is real truth. You must join in with groups of people who are like-minded with yourself, and you must push yourself through the self-inflicted adversities that you must inflict upon yourself. The physical exercise, the diet, the nutrition, it all improves your mindset and your thoughts, and it disciplines your thoughts, and it grows the physical pieces of your brain associated with willpower. The anterior cingulate. This thing is literally directly associated with your ability to be disciplined, because you inflict hardships upon yourself. And when you inflict hardships upon yourself, you become more disciplined in your mindset and your habits. And when you have disciplined habits, that is when everything begins to change. You don't have a drinking problem, you have a discipline problem. You don't have a porn problem, you have a discipline problem. You don't have a money problem, you have a discipline problem. Everything boils down to your ability to control your action, your energy, and your demeanor. What are you doing about it today? What are you doing about controlling your mindset, controlling your belief systems, controlling your habits right now today? It's Saturday morning. A lot of you are probably waking up half drunk, still hungover, probably sleeping. I know, because I've been there. I'm not judging you. I'm telling you to get off your ass and start to change life. There's more to life than waking up every single day riddled with anxiety and worry about what you did last night. Did I kill somebody because I drove home drunk, wasted, and I don't even remember getting here? Did I try to fuck somebody's girlfriend or somebody's boyfriend or husband? Did I? What kind of an ass did I make of myself? Questions that I had to ask myself repeatedly for years upon years upon years. And anybody watching this who's known me is probably like, yeah, I'm still pretty offended over what you did 10 years ago. Whatever, I'm sorry. Get over it. It's now that matters. Moving forward, that matters. And the person that we desire, the person that we want to become, your family needs you. You're going to be tested in life. Your darkness and your light, it is all a part of you. And the sooner you can accept that and be more compassionate to yourself, then the sooner you can begin to develop discipline and be more compassionate towards others and be happier in life and more capable of making an impact in other people's lives, specifically your family, your wife, your kids, your husband, your children, your parents, anybody around you, anybody who could feel you and your energy. That is what's most important in this life. Stop selling yourself short. Stop falling victim to your past previous conditioning. You're not a victim. Your life circumstances is a direct result of you and the things that you have chosen to do up until this point. I know it for a fact. It's universal laws. Everybody talks about it. I've lived it. They've lived it. It's a matter of what are you going to do about it today, right now. Get yourself together. It's never too late, ladies and gents. It is never too late. You have the greatness within you. You just have to tap into it. Stop hesitating. Stop waiting. Everything in this life is beyond your fear, your pain. That is where all greatness always has and always will exist.